Alright, I think we're live on Facebook. Alright. We're good to go. Okay.
We're good?
I think so. Are you good?
Yeah.
We're live. And hello, everybody. We're live on Amazon, and we're also live on Facebook and YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook and YouTube, there's a link in the description. It deals with David.live. Click on that link. It'll bring you over to the Amazon channel where you're going to get a better experience of what we're doing here. This is my son, Jason.
Hello.
You couldn't tell he's my son, right?
We totally do not look alike.
No resemblance at all.
Nope.
And we're here in our city, and we're going to do a test of the DJI Mini 2. Now, I originally had the Mavic Mini, and then they very quickly came up with the Mini 2, which this drone has 4K capability. Oh, we can turn that off. We don't need anybody bugging us. 4K capability. It'll still do 1080p. It'll do 1080p at 60 frames per second. It'll do 4K at 30 frames per second. It'll get up to, what, like 50 kilometers an hour, depending on wind?
Yeah.
Right?
You'll be able to see when we bring it up for a flight.
And let's just see. Anyway, I just want to say thanks for being here on Deals with David. This is our first remote live broadcast, and I think we're the first ones on Amazon Live to do a live drone flight and review, right? So I fly, and I have a drone license. Jason also flies. He's a better pilot than me. I'm going to say that.
And I don't even have a license.
Right. That's the key thing. Depending on where you live, we're here in Ontario, and because this Mini 2 is 249 grams in weight, under 250 grams is considered and classified by Transport Canada as a sub-drone, which means you do not have to register the drone, and you do not have to have a license. That being said, some people think, well, there's no rules. Well, there are some rules. It's basically called the don't be stupid rule. So don't be flying your drone over really large crowds or people's heads, or, you know, right next door to an airport, that sort of thing. But I'm not a legal advisor, so make sure you check your local laws wherever you live, Canada, United States, wherever you're watching from, okay? And please say hello in the chat. We'd love to know that you're watching on Amazon Live with us here. And what do you, like, Jason, you've flown the Mavic Mini before you flew this drone. Would you say there's like any real significant difference?
In terms of flight, I haven't noticed any.
Like, is it easier to control, or because the controller is different, right?
I mean, the controller is very different from the Mavic Mini 1.
Hold it up, show them there, maybe.
Yeah, right here you can see that it's all one big piece here, and the Mini 1 had like a collapsible
it folded down
handles and stuff. So
this is, I think this is a lot sturdier. It's a little bit bigger, but it's a lot sturdier.
I think it has a bigger battery too.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
And I find just more control. So, hi from Bakersfield. Hello, Susie. Thanks for being here, Susie. Appreciate that. And appreciate you saying hello. We hope you'll take a moment and hover over, and you can click the follow button that shows up somewhere over. Shows up. Oh, sorry. Somewhere over here. Over here. That's weird because we're live. Okay, so we're going to take the Mini 2 up in the air. And let's see. I'll bring this in right here. Combine. There we go. So there's the control to the Mini 2. And Jason's going to get it up in the air. You can see what's nice about it here is you can see he's showing you the map integration right now, the GPS integration. When he takes off, he's going to hover for a moment until the lady's voice says home point initiated or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's really cool that all of this GPS and mapping is built right in.
I did the.
You did the thing. Start pre-flight check. Yeah, go through it. Let them see.
Gimbal protector is removed.
So
Aircraft is placed.
what I really like about DJI products is they're really, really thorough. And when you're flying a drone, there are some regulations, and depending on the size of your drone and where you're flying, etc. And just like flying an airplane, it's important to do a pre-flight check. So the DJI app will actually take you through the pre-flight check, like make sure you remove the gimbal, make sure there's nothing in the way of propellers, make sure the propellers aren't bent, make sure you check your battery, check your phone, check your controller battery level as well. Now, if you're near a restricted flying area, it will tell you, and it will say, you can't fly here, you're too close to an airport. Or it will say, if you want to fly here, do you accept liability? It'll ask you some questions like that sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's going through a tutorial right now. It's saying, learn how to take off. Really simple, as you can see on the screen. So the home point has been updated. Please check it on the map. What's that? What's that?
It's a tutorial.
Oh, I've never noticed that little airplane thing before. Now, I don't know how well you can, that volume's pretty low, so I don't know. Can you turn the volume up? Maybe they can hear a little better. Oh, aren't you fancy smancy?
Control aircraft to move leftward.
Leftward?
Control aircraft to move rightward.
Rightward?
Rightward.
Learn how to land.
Brad Brown. Hello from Sarnia. Hey, Brad. Thanks for watching here, buddy. Appreciate it.
Landing.
So now, there you go. He just kind of went through the basics. And thanks for being here, Brad. If you haven't already, make sure you hover over and there's a follow button that'll show up.
Oh, I was like, ding, you completed the tutorial. Enjoy
Right.
your flight. Okay, let's get going.
And yeah, click on that follow button. I'll let you know whenever we're live. I believe we're the first ones on Amazon Live to do a live drone broadcast. So there you go.
Yep, so the home waypoint is here. And let's go.
So the thing about the home waypoint, once it's so running off GPS, it's running off satellites. Does it say there how many satellites you're working on, buddy? It's really small. I know it's hard to.
It is very small. Let me turn it down. Oh, 26.
So there's 26 satellites that the drone is accessing right now, which is great. A lot of satellites, so it's really got a focus point. So when it sets the home point,
I do not like that at all. That bird
okay.
is trying to call
Now,
to me.
Before you go anywhere, one of the things you should always do is go into settings and check your return to home height. Jason's going to do that now. And what that is your return to home height is you want to look around. Usually what I do is
Return to home altitude is 100 meters.
that's probably
And
fine.
our max altitude is 120 meters, which is where it should be at anyways.
Right.
Because
So
regulation.
you could probably bring that return to home point down. But usually what I do is I fly, I look around and I look for kind of like the highest point of your surroundings and I fly to that point and then it tells me how high I am, because what you want to do is set your return to home altitude higher than all the things around you. So when you have to hit the return to home button, what will happen is it will fly up to that height and then fly back home. That's so if you lose signal, if your battery's getting low, etc. Because the DJI Mini 2 does not have sensors surrounding it. It has it on the bottom and that's it. So you need to see where you're going, basically. If it needs
well,
to return
I'm going to
home.
go near this tree and see how high it is.
Okay, whatever tree that is. Oh, I see where you're going. Yeah, okay. And what's the warning up on the screen right
The flight attitude angle, it's gone.
now? Okay. You're
So
too
this
slow.
is about 30 meters.
Right. So you could
And
probably...
everything else looks to be No higher than 50.
Right. So you could probably set that safely at 50 meters. Because the other thing is, if it goes up to 100 meters, it goes way up, and that takes more battery power, right? One of the things you want
I'll
to
show you what 120 meters looks like up
All right.
here. And the warning will pop up saying, hey, this is too high. That's your limit.
Right.
And a few seconds here, we're already at 110, and we're here.
Maximum flight altitude reached.
So the
And it
legal
stops at 118, 119,
right.
which
The legal height you're allowed to fly is 120 meters, which is 400 feet, which is like it's way.
You can't even see it.
up there. Sure, you can.
Oh, I see it. Just look at that tree over there and look up. You'll see it starting
Yeah.
to come down.
There it is.
it's so bright.
Anyway, we don't need to be that high. I have a saying when he flies my drone. It's not his $800 bill.
So,
But
for
check.
high speed, we're at 57 right now, 57 kilometers.
Are you recording on your phone too?
Nope.
Okay,
Should I?
that's up to you. Record, take pictures at 4K, 1080p. You can do panorama shots. It's got some what they call quick shots built right into it, so you can actually, do some rotating shots, flyovers, that sort of thing, all pre-programmed right into the drone. Now, the other thing that's happening here as well is the drone and the GPS satellites are tracking everywhere he goes. So Jason can actually pull up on the map and it will show where he's gone. So he can look, he could actually look at the map and just,
It won't let me zoom past 2 times.
but it normally does it 3 times, doesn't it?
And you're trying to say it does 4 times.
Right. I wonder if that's
What's
got to,
going on here?
well, I wonder if what that's got to do, if, are you in 4K mode or 1080p mode? Do we know?
I am in 4K 24. So, let me tap this. Let's go to 1080.
Now we're in an area where it's like
Yeah, you're right. It's 4 in 1080p.
in 1080p, you can zoom in 4 times, which is really awesome. Even at 1080p,
Oh, there we are.
like Jason's a gamer, so he wants everything in 5 million K.
1440p is a sweet spot for me.
1440p.
Yep.
Is that better than 1080p?
Yes.
But 1080p and flying right over us right now. 1080p and zooming in 4 times, Jay, would you say, as the video gaming expert here, that's still pretty slick to be able to do.
Yeah. You think I can make it in there?
In where? Is that right there?
No, that's on the other side.
You can go down and take a look.
I'll go down and take a look. I won't go in if I don't think I can.
Yeah, well, because what's in there is the other thing. So he's really making me nervous. You're going in and getting it if something happens,
Okay.
right? He wants to go through and come out the other side. I know that's what you want to do. Now just,
That looks pretty cool.
yeah. Right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Makes me nervous. But he did it.
GPS say no weak? No kidding.
Well, that was the other thing I was concerned about. Was you might lose signal down there. But he did it. And that's as far as we're going to let him experiment today, folks. That is pretty cool, though. We're out here. There's lots of farm field. There's lots of room.
I mean, I really could venture my way through there, but
there's-
he's like, N-O.
Right. That's correct. Not live for sure. I think a lot of times when we get new gadgets, toys, we want to get right out. Like when I first got this, it was like, let's get this thing flying up in the air. And what did we do? Where did we fly it? Do you remember? It was not outside. We had the Mavic Mini original, and we flew it in the dining room, and I tried to fly it into the hallway, and that didn't go very well.
He crashed it.
Right. So, fortunately, nothing happened, but it was like, how hard can it be? Well, I would recommend you getting your drone, but then going out to a wide open space with nobody around, so that, for example, if you lose control, you can find your drone. Now, that being said, it's not very often that you lose control and your drone takes off. Usually, if you lose control or lose your drone, it is because the operator did something stupid, like fly through something he probably shouldn't.
Strong wind warning. It'll also tell you if there's high winds too.
Right. That's really a good thing.
Now look at the clouds.
Yep. Look at that. Like, and that's 1080p.
And that is only 1080p.
Right.
Well, I mean, I'm not recording, but like.
Now Brad's watching. He said very clear image, and Brad, if you're probably not even being justified watching the live. We do have a strong signal here, but like that's pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, where am I? There I am.
It's pretty awesome. Now the DJI Mini 2. Speaking of strong winds, it will hold up to what's classified as level 5 winds, which basically means, what did we say, 30 kilometers an hour?
Yep, just about.
30 kilometer an hour winds. And right now, where we're at, according to our built-in app, we're like flying in 11 kilometer winds. I think it's a little stronger. It feels like a lot stronger than 11 kilometer winds out where we're at. It's 27 degrees Celsius outside right now. So, and when we did like the lawnmower racing, so we would, yes, lawn tractor racing is a thing near where we live anyway, and it is throughout the United States and Canada. And we would broadcast the races, and Jason would fly the drone over top, much like NASCAR. It was very, very cool. And this thing was able to fly around and keep up to the speeds of these lawn tractors that would get up to like 50 miles an hour. Now, mind you, that's a wide shot and everything, but kept up very, very well. And that was the Mini original. And it would like 18 to 20 kilometer hour winds. I wouldn't let Jason fly it much past 20. And now it's stepped up to 30 kilometer an hour winds, which is really, really freaking awesome.
Oh, I lost signal for a second.
Okay, let's talk about that. When you lose signal, it keeps continuing to try to communicate between the controller and the drone. And after a certain length of time, if it can't keep the signal, then it will automatically get ready to go into return to home mode, and it will warn you returning to home in 10 seconds, 9 seconds, etc., etc. What eventually ends up happening is if you don't get any more control, it automatically goes into return to home mode, and it goes up to the height that you set it to, and then it just starts coming back to that home point that it was initially initiated. So it remembers where it took off from. I actually had it, and it was an iPhone error. What happened? I was using an older iPhone.
That's the low battery warning.
So low battery. So come on home.
I'm already here.
And there is a button, you know what you were asking that you like, that's really annoying. There is a button you can push. There is a button you can push so that it stops beeping at you, but I like that it beeps at him because it makes him come home, even though he already is.
All right, I'm here.
So when it gets to low, yeah, so that. Now, if you eventually if you kept flying out there on low battery, once it gets to a certain point, it would kick into return to home mode, and it would start coming back. Now, I don't think that battery was on full charge. It had a full charge.
Oh, it was like 95 something.
Oh, okay. So I actually have 4 batteries because when I had the Mini, I had bought an extra battery, and the Mavic Mini batteries will work in the Mini 2, but the Mini 2 batteries will cleverly not work in the Mini original. So I have 4 batteries. So there's always one in the drone and then 3 more. Now that's the where's the drone pack? I want to show them all that stuff. Oh yeah, there. Okay.
You want to grab a battery for me
Yep.
while you're at it?
So this is the case that it comes in as well. And when the drone's folded up, it would literally fit in the palm of my hand. Folded. That's how small it is. 249 grams. It's got a nice cover here as well for keeping the propellers connected, which is great. And then the controller you can see. And this is the battery pack. Now what's really great about this battery pack, if I push this button on the side, it will light up and tell me the power level of all these batteries. Now we're going to give Jason one of these batteries.
And I'll grab you one in a second.
And he'll bring me back the other one. And what happens is, this is a smart charger. And the reason it's smart is because, we'll just leave that. The reason it's smart is it does not charge all 3 batteries at the same time. And what's smart about that is whenever you put the 3 batteries in here, or even just 2 batteries in here, the charger scans the batteries, and then it picks the one that is closest to being full, and then it charges that one first. That way, you're always going to be getting a battery charged sooner, if that
This
makes
battery's
sense.
warm.
Oh, this is the one from being in the drone?
Yep.
Yeah, they will come out a little warm just because, well, they were flying, right? So they were, yeah, so now you can see. Now, if I were to plug that in, if these 2 were full, it would start to charge this one. If this one was half full and these ones were like a third, it would charge the half full one first. That way, it's always charging the battery that's going to get done first, so you know you're going to get your battery quick. Also on the side, it's got, and it's USB-C for charging, and then it's also got the standard USB. You could actually use this to charge your phone or anything else for that matter. You could plug the drone into that to charge if you needed to. So it works as a battery pack as well. Each battery, they're boasting 31 minutes of flight with those batteries, which is fantastic. Now we weren't even close to that, but we were good 20 minutes, but we were about 90%. So that was about right. Plus there was probably
A lot of wind for it to fight against.
Yeah. One of the things we learned about flying as well is, if you can, and I don't know if Jason's doing it, is when you fly away, you should fly into the wind. Fly into the wind when you're flying away. And the reason for that is when you decide to come back, you've now got the wind behind you, and it doesn't have to work as hard, and therefore it doesn't take as much battery power to come back to you. If you had to fly back into the wind and you're low battery power, it's working harder, if that makes sense, right? All right. So once again, thanks for being here, and I hope you'll hover over and click on the follow button there so you'll get notified every time we go live. Our goal here is to get to 2,000 followers by September 1st. So we're still a ways away from that, but that's we're almost till June, July, August. So we got 3 months to get to 2,000 followers. So please tell your friends about us. What's that? What?
It's already at 80%.
Yeah.
We have 6 minutes and we got 7 minutes of flight time in this wind on a full battery.
What do you mean we have 7 minutes? We only have 7 minutes left?
Yeah.
Is that because of why only 7 minutes? I'm confused.
Because of the wind.
Oh, okay. How do you know it's only 7 minutes?
Because it tells you right next to the battery indicator at the top right, it tells you minutes and seconds
Right.
of flight time.
There you go. You know how much time you got to fly in the air. Now, 7 minutes doesn't sound like a long time, but you can actually...
I'm going to step outside for a minute.
You can actually cover a lot of area in 5 minutes, right? Now, my son is smart enough to be calculating how much time he needs to come back as well. But thanks for being here on Deals with David. I'm your host, David Burrows, and please share this around with your friends. And you can simply share dealswithdavid.live, and that is the live channel here on Amazon. If you're just wanting to shop and you're just going to Amazon and you know what you're looking for, I know you can go straight to Amazon, but I'd really appreciate it if you started your Amazon journey through my link. And you can do that at dealswithdavid.shop. When you click on that, it will take you to a website, and you can choose Canadian or US site, and then it puts you through to Canadian or US Amazon. And from there, you can search any product, and any product that you buy from there, just because you went through my link, you'll give me a little commission based on whatever you buy. And that's supporting me and the channel and helps keeping me coming back here for free to talk about all these great products that we have here today. Yes, my son Jason. He is the flight guy. Now there's lots of other products down in the carousel below here. And one of the other ones, while Jason keeps flying out there, is the DJI Air 2S Fly More Combo. Now, this is like the super duper drone. How can you get any better than this Mavic Mini 2? Well, it will actually record up to in 7K, and flight times. It's got sensors built all the way around it, top, bottom, front, behind, to avoid any crashing. And it's just a really powerful drone that's put out by DJI. I've got the hiccups here, so I brought some water. Stay hydrated. And yeah, funny enough, like the birds that are around here, sometimes they like to check things out, and they're checking out the drone sometimes. And I don't even know where he went. Oh, I hear him. I hear him. And again, wherever you're watching from, thanks for being here. Please say hello in the chat. Let us know what you're doing. The DJI Mini 2 drone demo here, and we think we're the first on Amazon Live to be doing this. So we're pretty excited for that. And let's go check our other channels to make sure we're not missing anybody. Can't see. Can't see without my Googles. Got to put my Googles on. As he buzzes by my head. DJI makes really, really great products. They're really sturdy products. They're very well thought out. Their technicians really come through and put a lot of thought into the product, right from how the user experience is to the technology. Now, what's different in a huge way between the Mavic Mini and the Mini 2 is its OcuSync technology that it has on the Mini 2. Now, what a lot of people seem to think... I think he just likes driving his dad crazy. Zoom. Hi. Yeah. You can see there's a lot of control there. Now, if you're looking at that, if you could see the drone, you would see that it's actually quite shaky in the wind. But when you're looking at this, it's actually really quite smooth considering... Hi. He really does have a lot of fun with the drone. I don't know. What do you like better, Jay? The motorcycle or the drone? Motorcycle. Yeah, motorcycle. He really wanted to go for a motorcycle ride today, and I'm like, we got to go fly the drone and show everybody on Amazon. Where's my glasses? Oh, I was talking about the technology called OcuSync 2 here with the Mini 2. Hey, Pudgy, how you doing? Right on. Thanks for being here, buddy. What's new? Well, what's new is since I saw you last, we're flying the Mini 2 drone. I need a drone, would be good for my exploring videos, but I didn't have that kind of money. I hear you. Thanks so much for the follow here as well. I appreciate it. Well, the Mini, you can get other drones for way less money, but they're very toyish, if you will. The DJI Mini 2, and DJI is a leader in the drone industry. Now you can get some much bigger drones, like the DJI Air 2S Flymore combo. But if you're just looking to get started into this as a hobby, or maybe you're looking to use it as commercial, you can see what it's worth there in the I got two in there. Oh, go back. The DJI Mini 2 Flymore combo. You really can't go wrong at that price. Get the combo. You'll get extra propellers. You get 3 batteries. You get charging for the batteries. You get a nice weatherproof case. Like here it is right here. And this is like, look how small this is. Right? Like it's the size of my head. Okay, I have a big head. And I just dropped my glasses. We're out here in the van today. We thought, let's get outside. It's so beautiful. And that's the nice thing about Amazon Live is it lets us go live from anywhere. We're going to move to Costa Rica and do it from there. How about that, right? So Pudgy, if you're really looking for a drone, man, DJI is the way to go to get yourself started. 4K camera with 30 frames per second. In 1080p, it will zoom in 4 times. You need another battery?
I do. It's not dead, but
I didn't hear it go beep, beep. Now, I don't remember which battery I put in here, so I simply just push this button and it goes, oh, okay. There's a full one.
thank you.
So we're going to be here for a little bit. We're going to be here until we kill all the batteries, and he's probably going to make me home and go for a motorcycle ride, which I was thinking that we might do some live streaming from the motorcycle too. I know somebody else did that. I'm not sure who it was, but I need to figure out how to do that. I do have cameras that fit on the side of my helmet. I want one good enough to do videos over or around Mount Hood, Oregon, and waterfalls. You will not go wrong with this. You can fly this 10 kilometers line of sight. 10 kilometer range. And what I was getting into earlier, the new technology that DJI has added into the Mini 2 compared to the Mini is called OcuSync 2.0. Now a lot of people refer to OcuSync as, oh, that's not Wi-Fi. The Mini worked on Wi-Fi. The DJI Mini 2 also works on Wi-Fi, but here's the difference. On the Mavic Mini, the original, when you take off, it picks the strongest Wi-Fi signal out of the 11 channels that are available. Now, the problem with that is where you take off from, you might have a really strong signal, but once you start flying away, you might be in an area where there's lots of other Wi-Fi. Vehicle coming. We're out on a side road here. What OcuSync 2.0 does, and you can fly 10 kilometers away with the Mini 2, it's constantly scanning those 11 Wi-Fi frequencies. So if you get a couple kilometers away and that signal's weaker, it scans and then it finds it's constantly on the strongest signal. So you don't get any lagging in your video. It's very rare that you lose connection from the controller to the drone. It's just really solid signal. And while I do boast about the original Mavic Mini and didn't think they could make it much better, I was worried that when they made the next one it would be heavier, but it's not. 31 minutes of flight time per battery, depending on wind, of course. You would be able to use this for flying around falls and stuff. In fact, I have flown around waterfalls in our area here as well. And it's just a very reliable drone. You can even purchase, I forget what it's called, something protection. So if you do lose your drone and it crashes, whatever, it's a type of insurance. You can look on and all that. But does it have follow me feature? It does not have follow me feature, and I don't know why they haven't built it into this. That being said, there are some workarounds. There are some quick shots so that you can pick a target. Like it doesn't have follow me in the sense of, you know, pick like a bicycle and it'll follow the bicycle, but it has follow me in the sense of pick an object and it will do a fly around that object, or it'll do a fly away focusing on that object. That being said, there are some third-party apps that you can purchase for about $20, and they have that and a whole lot more features built right into them that works with the DJI. So why they haven't built that in, I know there's some other toyish drones that have it built in. It's a mystery to DJI users why they haven't built the follow me feature in there. But it does have quick shots built into it, which allows you to focus on certain objects. And there are some workarounds. It's really hard to explain here. But again, there are third-party apps. Let me see if I can. I have it on my phone here. I haven't used it in Drone Link, I think. Yeah, Drone Link. And there's another one out there too that I've never used. But Drone Link is one. I paid $20 for a lifetime usage of it, right? So it's $20. I don't know why they haven't built follow me into that. Every time we see a new firmware update or software update, we're all like, no follow me. So I don't know why, Fudgy. There must be a reason why. Because they must know that everybody wants that. And like, if it does it in quick shots, like, why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they put that in there? So you can really see just like that. It's windy out here. Car coming. It is windy out here, but you can still see just how stable of a shot that is. Oh, that's a pretty bird. It was like an orange bird that flew there. So hello everybody once again, and thank you so much for being here. If you're just joining, welcome. This is Deals with David. I'm your host, David Burrows, and please hover on over and click that follow button so you get notified every time we go live. We are on our path to 2,000 followers by September 1st. So you'll be helping us out and supporting the channel just by clicking the follow button. And make sure you're checking out all the other Amazon live creators. Well, all of them. There are many, but there's not thousands either. Amazon has done really well at allowing people like myself who've worked hard at building their following and have high levels of integrity. We had to be approved to be here to be an Amazon influencer. So we're very grateful to be able to be here and bring this products to you as well. There's lots of other products down in the carousel as well while Jason's flying. What's the flight time per battery? Great question. Completely calm winds, 31 minutes. 31 minutes. The Mavic Mini was 30 minutes. We're getting about 10 minutes out of it right now just because of the wind factor. It says 11 kilometer winds, but it's windier than that. It's windier than that. If you can get 15 minutes out of something of this nature, like you can fly a good area in 15 minutes and get your shots. I have 4 batteries though, and it comes with 3. I purchased an extra battery, and I'm really glad I always had that extra battery. It always seemed like there was like, oh, I wish I had one more battery. So if you're going to be using it for any type of, if you're passionate about your hobby, you're going to be using it for any commercial stuff, definitely get yourself a 4th battery. They're like $55. They might be in the carousel, I'm not sure. I had them in the carousel, and then I took them out. You really won't go wrong with the DJI Mini 2. And at that price, you really can't do better. Professional grade. Now, I don't know where you live, Pudgy. We're here in Canada. If you're going to use it for any commercialness here in Canada, A, you don't have to have a license for this drone. B, you don't have to register the drone because it's a sub-drone. It weighs under 250 grams. It comes in weighing at 249 grams, as a matter of fact. So But in the United States, I know it's different. And over here, if we use it for commercial, we don't have to have a different license. I know in the United States, I believe that you do. So I Google those answers, right? Would be my best guess. All right. Hello, Perez. Hi, Queen. I don't know who Queen is. Thanks for being here. Pudgy, where are you watching from? Where do you live? Are you in California or something like that? Car coming. He's definitely his father's son. He sounds like me when he's annoyed. Yep. Like, I got it. You can really have a lot of fun with these too. You can get some great shots. Where I live, there's a lot of country, and I'm actually going to be going to a lot of the farms around us and saying, hey, would you like me to fly over your farm and take pictures? I really dig that kind of stuff. And I do some commercial stuff with it as well. I do get hired to do some video shots and pictures with it. So I'm using it for commercial. So if that's something that you're looking for. In USA, you have to register it, I think. I don't believe you have to register the drone, and I don't believe you have to have a license. But I believe with the FAA, you have to register it for commercial. I believe it. But you probably know better than me. Portland, Oregon. Oh, okay, cool. Very nice. Wouldn't be hard to find out, and I don't think it's hard to do. I think they just want to know that you're doing it for commercial, and you have to have that, right? So if you're doing any kind of commercial stuff too, I do recommend that you get some insurance, drone insurance. I don't know what it's worth over there. Here in Canada, we have one called Sky something or other, and it's like $250, $300 a year. It's not a lot of money, right?
Time for me to sit inside.
We getting a little warm out there, son?
That kind of.
Sun getting warm in the sun?
It's just bright. I need to be able to see.
It is bright, right? Well, there's a good point too. When you're out in the sunshine, and I don't know why I don't have it in here. I thought I did. You can actually buy a shade cover for this, so this would fit nicely around the cover over his phone there. So he could be outside.
That? Didn't you sell that to that guy?
Oh yeah, I had that for the Mini, but for this one, because it's a different controller, I'm just saying you can buy them. It's actually nicer for this one because it comes around the size of the controller.
Look at that.
What? Oh, the birds flying?
No, the wind.
Oh yeah.
Blowing the whatever that is.
And you're not recording. What's wrong with you?
Well, I recorded a whole bunch already.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I'll get it off the YouTube channel. Now, when you do any recording, you can record directly to your phone, but I highly recommend that you get a memory card, which we have a 128 gigabyte memory card in the drone, which will let you do all kinds of footage, even at 4K. The other thing that DJI did that I was really impressed to see was they built an editor right into the DJI Fly app. And the first time I looked at it, I thought, okay, so I'll be able to cut and paste and split and that's it. It's actually a really, really well put together editing app built right into it. Intuitive. It's easy to use, but you can add lots of effects like text. You can split. It's got templates all in there to help you. You can just, if you want a 2-minute video, you can say make it a 2-minute video, and it'll take all your footage and put it together in a 2-minute video. It's really cool. It's really well done. Well, if I buy it and fly it for just YouTube videos, then it's for personal use, not commercial use. It's for personal use as long as you're not making any money on your YouTube channel. As soon as you start making any money on your YouTube channel, you are now considered commercial. I had a friend who went through that one. Or in the States. But if you make money off your YouTube channel and it's drones, you're making money, you're now commercial. But if you're not monetizing your YouTube channel, like I don't monetize my YouTube channel, then you're scot-free. In my understanding. Don't hold me to that. I am not a lawyer. Is that battery getting warm? That's getting warm. Need something to go over that.
Yeah, that'll help.
Oh, well. How's your battery life? It seems like you're lasting a little bit longer.
Not really. I'm
No?
2 minutes on now.
Strong wind warning. Did you turn off those warnings or something so I couldn't hear?
No, those don't make noises. Only low power.
Oh, okay. It's really interesting to me when cars go by. Sometimes they look, and other times they just could care less, and then other times they kind of slow down a little bit, and they stare. That guy in this
Like
truck,
what's-
he'll probably look.
What's this guy doing?
What are they doing? And it's got my name all over the van and everything, so it's not like we're hiding anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if I start a fund me for donations on YouTube, then it's not monetization because these simply don't. You know what? Sure. I guess. I don't know the answers to that. If donations are still, even though it's, if you're profiting, if the donations are coming
car?
to you. Anyway, I don't know.
No, that's not a car.
I don't know the answer, Pudgy. Should talk to somebody who would have those answers. But you do what you want. I'm simply saying this is a great drone for commercial quality videos as it flies by my head. He's flying it like an FPV. Now that being said, if you look in the carousel below, sounds like a bumblebee, right? In the carousel below, I was just looking at this today, and Jason was just checking it out before we went live. There's a truck on the road.
Mm-hmm. I'm way up.
I don't know where you are. The DJI Fpv, which is first-person view, right?
Oh boy, that looks awesome.
So this is like a mini drone as well, and this thing will. How fast did it say it would go?
0 to 100 kilometers in 2 seconds.
Here you go, in speed.
Faster than a Tesla,
That's crazy.
I think.
That guy wanted to know what we were doing. So it's pretty awesome. It's all good. I plan on getting one in the future. Yeah, no, hey man, I just, always look into your options. Make sure you check out the rules and regulations where you live. And I follow the guidelines where you live. I didn't even have to get a license, but I went ahead and studied for a couple of weeks and got my license. A, so I could say I got my license. And B, I figured if I'm going to fly, I might as well learn more about flying. So, and it was like 2 weeks of studying and $35 or something. I don't remember how much it was. But the DJI Fpv, wow, that's on my Christmas list for sure. This thing only has 20-minute flight time, but it like flies super fast. It's like for racing. It has like the virtual reality goggles, and that's how you fly it. And then it has like a one-hand motion.
That's sold
Stick.
separately in $250.
Yeah, not in the FPV combo though. I believe it comes in that FPV. Yeah. That's pretty slick. Do you need another battery already?
Yeah, no, won't let me fly anymore.
There is a way to cancel that beep. I just don't know how to do it. What?
No, just wanted to annoy you.
Oh.
Did it work?
Nope.
Hmm.
Last battery, fella.
Last battery.
Then we got to go because he wants to go ride the motorcycle. He knows he's helping his dad out here today. But welcome everybody to the channel. My name is David Burrows, and this is Deals with David. And today we're strictly talking about the DJI Mini 2 and drones. And we're thinking we're the first on Amazon Live to do a live drone demonstration.
Yeah, they're all dead.
Yeah, they are.
You could use them as a portable phone charger too.
Yeah, it does. It works as a
Each battery.
You live in Canada, David. What part? We live in Ontario, and we live in, if you want to Google it, a little town. Well, little town. The county is 73,000 people, and we live in a city in the county called Sarnia. Sarnia. Sarnia, and Ontario is the province. We're actually right on the border of Michigan, and if the border was open, we could actually drive, where we live, at our house, about 3 minutes from our house is the Blue Water Bridges, which crosses over to the United States into Port Huron, Michigan. From where we're sitting, we're out in the country right now, we're probably 10 minutes away. Car coming. Likes to make me nervous. He does it on purpose.
That's why. Well, no. I wanted to get a picture. How do I switch it from
Over here. Button on the right.
here?
Yep. Now you're in photo mode.
All right, sweet.
And then you can push the button on the back to take the picture.
All right. Watch out for cars for me. I want to get a picture of us.
Okay. It is actually nice. That's a good point too. When you're flying, if you can have a second person with you, then they can be what's called a spotter for you as well.
That person is over there driving away. All right, are we in the clear?
We are. Hello.
All right, get ready.
Okay. I didn't hear. It didn't sound like a camera snapshot.
We got the pictures.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yep, we're good.
Or maybe I'm just used to how it does that on.
Hey, let's take a look.
Can you see you in there?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good shot. That is pretty cool, right? Yeah, there you go. So you see the logo on there, the show with David Burrows. I actually do a talk show on Facebook, and then I have my company, the Video Show Network. We do professional live streaming and of events, weddings, funerals, believe it or not, and drones and this type of thing as well. So this is called the Show on the Go. And somebody else just started following. Let's see who that is.
Shot.
Arkansas. Thank you very much for following. All of you for following today. If you're watching this, please hover over and click the follow button. We're on a mission to get to 2,000 followers by September 1st, and that will really help the channel grow. And every time you do that, as far as the channel grows, it supports the channel, which allows me to keep coming back and bringing in these quality live stream broadcasts and talking about quality products. We talked about battery life. You can see there, and we're going to talk some Amazon Basics. You can see the Amazon Basics charger that's in there, and you always need some batteries around. There's some AAA batteries, 27% off right now, and 27% off on the AA batteries as well. Also, and I'll let my son speak to this one in just a moment. I don't listen to a ton of music. I do like my music, but I finally broke down a while back and bought some Apple Airpods, and I was really glad that I did because the sound is just amazing. But now they have the Apple Airpods Pro, and they are on sale. They're 21% off. Normally $249. They got them for $197. That's US.
Wow.
Right?
That is a good deal.
Yeah. You own the Apple AirPod Pros, right?
I do.
Now, tell everybody, like, what's the big difference between the ones like I have and the Pro that you have?
Well, there are two very awesome features that I'm also going to have you try out. So you're going to put that
Where's the drone?
in the air.
Okay.
Fine.
In my left one?
Yep. And you're going to put that in there.
Oh, those are really comfortable.
Yep. Okay. So, they're connected, and you have noise cancellation on right now.
Okay.
That is now transparency. So the microphones on each AirPod are bringing sound into your ear.
Oh, so kind of like oh, wow. Ooh.
Yeah, so you can
Kind of like a hearing aid?
So you can hear me talking and talking. Noise cancellation is going to come on, and everything's going to be very, very quiet.
Oh, wow. That's freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Like,
And
that's significant.
This is off. It's nothing special. It's
Yeah,
just like you have
But
AirPods in your
yeah,
ears.
right.
And I'm like, hey, Dad, I need to talk to you. Can you hear me now? Is
Yeah,
it
I
any
can
better?"
hear you.
Yeah, you
That's
really
transparency mode?
can. That is transparency
Wow.
mode.
That's cool. Well,
Yeah.
I know you mentioned a little while back, at least Jennifer said you mentioned to her, like, you were having a little trouble hearing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, has this helped you?
It has. I know we're supposed to be flying right now, but I will go into settings real quick here.
See, here's the cool thing. It's hovering up there right now, and he's closed the app in the background,
And it's hovering.
but it's still flying.
It's still.
Now, he could actually, if the app was completely closed, he can still fly back and control. Don't do it, but he can still fly back and manually control. He just needs to know where he is.
So
right?
if we go to accessibility
This is amazing.
and we go to AirPods, I named them so I can make Siri sound funny. So for whatever reason.
Because you think
And
you're
we
funny.
went to audio accessibility settings.
Right.
And
Wow.
what's headphone accommodations? Custom transparency mode.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds
Okay.
really good.
So you have amplification, transparency balance, and tone. Let's amp it up a little bit. You can hear me a lot better now.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
But you put it up too high, you're going to hear like squeaking.
Well, I don't.
In your
Oh,
ear.
yeah, there you go.
So-
It's just like an old-fashioned hearing aid. You turn it up too loud and it squeaks. You get
Yep.
feedback.
So that's why
And you
I have
can't
it.
do this on my AirPods?
No.
Wow.
So yeah, AirPods Pro's on sale.
Right. Right. Awesome.
So amplification is below half. You can choose what side has the most transparency.
Oh,
on
it's
the
more
left,
on the left right now.
or the
Now
right.
Over to the right.
but
Oh.
you want them in the middle. And a darker tone, which means you hear less static, but you don't really have much transparency.
Okay.
But when it's brighter, you can really bring in a lot more sound, especially the wind that you're hearing.
Drone's okay?
Not the. Well, let's take a look. Yeah, it's still there.
Okay, that's great. That's really cool. I had no idea. I thought it was like I thought it was, because I can.
take those back.
Yeah, take those back. Wow.
So the regular AirPods have 5 hours battery life each, but 18 hours in total for when you, which includes like the battery life of the charger as well. Now for the AirPods Pro, it's 24-hour battery life.
Wow.
It's 5-hour battery life for the AirPods each charge with just transparency mode
Okay.
and like standard use. It's 4.5 hours. So you lose 30 minutes of battery life when you're using noise cancellation.
That was pretty.
Where am I? I'm over here.
Be nice to. Yeah. Good for you to know where you are.
So yes, AirPods Pro is
It's the way to go.
it's the way to go, absolutely.
Right. Now.
So when you lose a pair next time,
Oh yeah.
and you
bring that up.
you try to look for them and you can't find them, and you feel the need to replace them for God knows what reason. Get AirPods Pro.
Oh, look at the butterfly.
And oh, you know what? I wonder if I could get a shot of that before it leaves. I'm not there yet. There's
a hawk way up there too. But you don't want to fight with him. There's another one up there. There's 3.
I'm landing right now.
Yeah, I would say they're looking for their prey. That is so cool to watch, though.
You think I should follow them?
How much battery life do you have left?
64%.
Okay. You do your thing. Why don't you try to get them in your camera shot and then zoom in? This would be a good. This would be good for zoom.
Okay, they are.
That way.
I need sport mode. Okay, they are. They're that way.
They're that way. I am gonna try to block some sun here. Should be okay. Can you do it, folks?
Whatever.
Yeah, just don't let that whatever go out. Car's coming. But you're way up there, so.
I'm way up there. I cannot see them.
I don't know where they went.
Oh, I see where they are. Ah. Is that one?
This would be pretty cool if you can catch this.
No, those are birds. Those aren't hawks anymore.
All right. I think you've lost them. They don't look like they move really fast, but they actually kind of do. I want to know what that orange bird is right there. That's really cool. I'm going to have to come back here with the camera. Maybe next time what we'll do is we'll come out and we'll...
I didn't think you'd let me go after them because, like, hey, when they see a drone, they want to take it down. But, like, if you could just not fly near them and tick them off, it would have been nice to get a shot.
Oh, well. So I have a Canon DSLR. It's a T2, so it's a little bit older. But the T7 is the latest selling Canon as far as the #1 on Amazon goes. And we'll talk about that next time. We'll come out and take some pictures. And flying the drone live is pretty fun. Especially when my son gets to do all the flying. And he doesn't even offer if Dad wants to fly it all, but it's okay.
Do you want to fly
Nope.
the drone? All right. Okay.
I can fly anytime. The BOY here, he's got a girlfriend and a job and a motorcycle, so you know he only comes around once in a while. Oh, a couple trucks coming. This is actually a busy side road.
I see one. Can I get it?
I don't know, can you?
No, because it's a bird. And I don't really care for the bird. I want the bigger birds.
He's on a mission, folks. Can you do it before he runs out of battery power?
I got 48%. Everyone's watching the battery, then they're watching the drone. And look at the mess I'm making on the map. Yeah, it's nice how you can switch back and forth
Yeah, it is
between
cool.
the map and the... I mean, if I really want... This could be like my main... Will it follow me?
Yeah.
Nope. Satellite.
So it's a satellite view. Cool. I prefer the video view so I can see what I'm not running into.
That would have been awesome to get, like... What if they're on the other side of the trees?
So the Apple AirPods Pro, that was pretty cool, the transparency. Now, you can listen using your Apple AirPods, the regular version, if you have the listening app turned on your iPhone.
There is a really awesome feature coming to the AirPods Pro and the HomePod. It's, I don't know the exact compatibility. Have you ever heard of lossless audio?
Lossless audio?
Lossless audio.
No.
It's like really high quality audio.
Oh.
I've never heard. I've never actually listened to lossless audio, but apparently that's coming to the HomePod Mini and AirPods Pro, but it can't be done through Bluetooth. It has to be done through AirPlay. So I think AirPods Pro is going to be.
Well, what's interesting here, like even though these Apple AirPods Pro are really awesome, the price is $197, and usually when there's a 7 in the end of the price, it's usually, at least my days in retail, it usually meant that they were putting them on clearance. Like with these Apple AirPods Pro, like would they come out with a new generation of Apple AirPods Pro? Or is that just because it's
$197 US to Canadian.
That would be $237.86.
Wow. That is 100. Okay, they're usually on sale, or they usually sell for $329 on Apple.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Where's the drone? So they're normally how much Canadian for us?
$329. See,
$329.
I'm right there.
Okay, I believe you. So they're $100 off in Canada. 50. Yeah, that's the Canadian American way. Now you'll see in here too these Razer Neri Ultimate headphones. Have you tried those yet?
No.
I have a pair. They're super amazing. 7.1 surround sound, and Razer has what they call hypertense technology.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm listening, like the sound and the bass and everything is super awesome. I have 2 volume controls, so I can balance the volume in each headset, and I can also, like, say I'm talking on Discord and I've got my gameplay, I can adjust the volume of the Discord independently to the gameplay right on my headphones. Wireless, of course. And then when, like, you know, when you're like shooting or moving or something like that, you can actually feel, like, it feels like
haptic feedback.
Yeah.
So you can feel the sound.
Yeah. And Razer actually makes chairs and mice that have that feeling in it as well. It's called their hypertense technology. And the other great thing about Razer that I've learned is made by gamers for gamers. So there you go. And they're in the carousel. They're on sale right now too, by the looks of it. I love mine when I play. And I don't play like crazy games like he does, but I play like Railroad Empire, and I can hear the train coming from the right, and then as it gets in front of me and it goes to the left, and it's like the sound just travels and it vibrates where it feels like I can feel the train coming by. It's really cool. It's really cool. I feel like this battery is lasting longer than the rest of them did. Now I want to go. Put my glasses on so I can see. There it is. Did we make it onto the page? Woohoo! Look, Jay, we made it onto the DJI. There's the DJI product page. #1 bestseller. And there we are, right on their product page.
Look at you go.
Isn't that cool? So we're making waves. They're paying attention to us.
Oh,
And there's low battery.
battery power reduced to make it home safely. I missed the rest of the message.
Okay. Now, we're talking about the Mini 2 Fly More combo. For $100 less, you get just the Mini 2 and 1 battery. So for the extra $100, you're getting 3 batteries total. They're like $50 a piece. they're $55 a piece. So you're already ahead of the game by just getting 2 batteries, plus the charger, plus you get extra propellers, plus the carrying case. And it's just a really awesome drone. It's a really awesome drone.
Do we got cars?
Not yet. So he's making his way home, folks. Are you in sport mode?
Yep.
How far did you go? You didn't tell me, did you?
Not that far. What is that other sound?
Just a speaker or something.
I didn't mean to start recording. Oh, there's one behind us.
Like, is it in return to home mode? Or are you just flying back?
I'm flying back.
Oh, there you are. Okay. Oh, there he is. I always feel much better once. I don't know. I get some flight anxiety because it's like it's way up there, and it's like, oh, to just be able to like.
It's like a kite. You don't know whether or not you're gonna lose
Well,
it.
but at least on a kite, I had a string attached to it. To him, it's like a video game on his phone.
It really is.
I get it.
And because it's not my $800 on the line, I find it a lot easier to fly.
that too. That too.
I'm just gonna end this here. I've been on for like an hour and 16 minutes. Wow.
What's been on for an hour and 16
My
minutes?
my broadcast to switcher. I just turned it off
Oh, I see.
because we are dead.
Jones, thanks very much for the comment, but you got to keep it clean or they'll just automatically delete your message. Yes.
What was he saying?
Holy beep.
Holy beep boop.
Beep boop. Return to home. Return to home. Well, that was a lot of fun, for sure. We had lots of people watching, and there's lots of other products down in the carousel. You can check out the other deals that are down there. And this was a bonus broadcast. I'm not normally here on Saturdays, but we can make this a regular thing. It was kind of fun. We can go to different locations every week. It's a beautiful day out right now, like 28 degrees Celsius where we're at. And I know Jason wants to go ride his motorcycle. And it's 4:20. You have a match at 6, don't you?
Yep.
All right. He plays VR as well.
I should be.
So we should get him home, and he's got to eat and everything else. But
Yes, I do.
thanks all of you for being here today, and don't forget to hover over and click the follow button so you get notified every time we go
Hover
live.
over.
I'll be back here on Monday, 10:30 in the morning. Hope you'll come join us, and I'll be here. I'm usually going live Monday to Thursday, a couple hours in the morning and a couple hours in the evening, so twice a day, right? So that was a lot of fun, even though I didn't get to fly it because somebody had to hog the controller. Whatever.
You didn't ask.
All right, take care, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Until next time.